I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
Monopoly Gamer. So this takes 4 in this base expansion of the Mario characters and puts them to Monopoly. And it kind of changes the Monopoly a little bit into more game-like themes. And so at the base, this is Monopoly. You're going around the board, and wherever you land, something happens based on where you landed. If you landed on a property, you could buy it, or you could pay someone because you're renting that space. Borrowing rent, you'd pay rent. Or there's a bunch of different places that do bad things, some places that do good things, speed you along. You're collecting money as you go along, much like in Mario when you go bling, and money comes out and you collect money. You're battling other people at some cases, or you're throwing, like Mario Kart, these shells at them. You're powing people. So it is Monopoly. You're trying to get a monopoly on property so you can get the most money, and you have special powers with which to do so. Ever unique, asymmetrical powers. So, simplicity versus complexity.
Very simple game. Children can play it, and children have played it, because we played it for the first time with an 8-year-old at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, very simple, very accessible, anyone can get into it.
Yep, you roll. This dice does something. It's all explained here what it does. This dice how many you move. And then this dice, or this card, one of these cards, no, maybe it's just the rules.
Character card.
No, it tells you what each of these things does.
Oh yeah, the rules say if there's difference on the board.
So what the different places do. So yeah, pretty simple game. Moving around the board, getting money. Luck versus strategy.
Very luck-oriented. There is strategy, and I really enjoy the strategy of deciding when you whether you will move to or use your red shell first, because your positioning on the board will determine like who's in front of you and who you can target in any given roll. So that is enjoyable, and I like it. However, the luck element is that maybe you go to jail, and so you don't go around the board before anyone else, and whoever gets around the board first. Well, actually, every time anyone passes go, they get to fight a boss. And so whoever gets there first is going to fight the first boss. They get to roll first. So I'm stuck in jail. People go around twice before I do, because I just roll a couple ones. Yep. They're rolling 6s. And they get 2 shots at fighting the bosses before I do. Ones. And they roll high enough to get it. And that was luck. There's nothing to be done about it. And then the bosses, sometimes if you win, they do some incredibly lucky things, taking properties, making people switch and whatnot. So very luck-oriented, despite the fun strategy, way too much luck.
Agreed. I'm on the exact same boat. Too much luck. When we played too many times, I would roll and I just wouldn't land on a property. I would land everywhere else but a property, and that's how you win the game, right? You want to get money, and but a big way to get money is to get rent. If you don't land on properties first, you don't get to buy them, and therefore you don't get rent. There are other ways to get money, but to me there are not enough other ways to get money or mitigate the fact that you can't land on properties. Like some dice manipulation would have been cool, or some way to like pay more for properties in front of you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself and trying to change Monopoly into a better game than it is, but it is heavily luck based still, even though there are asymmetrical powers. I do enjoy, like Tom said, being able to choose, I'm going to hit this person instead of you. I know you're in first, but if I hit this person, I collect all of their money, and if I hit you, someone else will collect your money. So there are decisions that you can make to get money, but that I just too much relies on luck in this game. Fun versus boring. I think I pretty much answered that with my luck versus strategy. That is too heavy in luck for me to find this super enjoyable. It is not as long as Monopoly, right? You get to the bottom of these bosses, and that's it. And there are only a certain number, and if you're playing with 4 people, ostensibly that's everyone getting around the board twice, which never works out that way because of jail and skipping and all this other stuff, but everyone getting around the board twice, and then the game is over. So it doesn't go on until someone has something out, or until you actually have monopolies. Yeah, so everyone's bankrupt. Yeah, and except one person, I guess. Yeah, so it does not do that. So that is nice about it. It's very swingy because of those bosses, I would say, as well. And so, because they're worth a lot of points. 100 points is that bottom one. And did you win the game because you got that one? Yeah.
The last time we played.
Yeah, the last time we played, you won, and that one, I don't remember the first or other times how it went, but I think those bosses are really swingy.
So this game is not fun, which is so horribly disappointing because it's got
a fun theme.
It's got these Mario characters. The theme is just so cool with Donkey Kong makes people drop more coins than anyone else when he does the POW, whereas Yoshi gets to choose which direction to throw the green turtle shell. So there's just cool little theme things and hitting the star. You're like, okay, this just like playing a video game. You hit the power up and you hit the power up and you get you get to roll and get more coins and whatnot. And then just having those putting stuff on the board, making people drop coins and trying to maneuver onto it. That kind of strategy is fun, but this game is just so brutal in how soul crushing it can be when you can't roll anything good. You can't do anything about it. And then the one thing you get, someone takes from you, and they did that by luck. There's no good play.
Nothing you did.
Yeah, nothing. It does not award good play, reward good play. It just things happen, and so it bums me out because I feel like there's a couple of tweaks would take this so far.
Yeah.
And every time I play it, I'm like, maybe this time
it'll be good.
So I'm going to go with, on the Board Game Geek rating scale, 3 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Monopoly Gamer. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.